We're gonna give it a couple minutes and see if we can get anybody to come in.
Ain't nobody gonna come in. Nobody wants to talk to us.
Never know. Have to wait and see.
When in doubt, knock them out. That's what I say.
Or, your sticker that's sitting over there.
Yeah, Nitro says F around, find out. Sorry, y'all. I'm having a moment.
He's having his bad day today. Tell him about your bad day.
No.
You made me.
I don't see anybody in here anyway.
We'll give it a minute.
All these people that we watch, we take care of. We subscribe to all their stuff. Don't nobody want to watch us. So why should I be?
Hi, Sandy. Sandy's here.
What's Sandy? That's our sister. I'm just done with it. I've been doing this YouTube stuff for a year and it just doesn't seem to be working out, y'all. Ah, Bobby. Ah, Bobby Rottweiler.
The Rottweiler decided he was big.
Ah, Bobby. There's ball. Not no dad threw my ball.
Today has been kind of a day.
Yeah. Mommy's worried about me, my depression, my PTSD. I got all this stuff. I got the weight of the world on my head. Nothing ever work out for me. Everything I do, I have to do twice. Why fix it once when you have to fix it twice, 2 or 3 times sometimes? I've got all this stuff. I've got the house that needs redone. I've got the fence that needs to be built. I've got insulation needs put in. I've got to finish this, got to finish that. And I just, yeah. And it's just me.
Well, in what little bit I can help
Yeah.
you.
Now that mommy's done with, her chemo, she's taking care of the stuff inside, which takes a whole lot off my plate. The laundry, the dishes, cleaning. And now daddy can be outside. But when you're outside and you're trying to lift 6 by 6 by 12 foot poles and dig 3 foot in the ground and put 5 bags of concrete, but you have to do that 20 times.
Hi, SNS.
It gets to be a little much, so the darkness has been setting in, the depression. It's sad. I got 3 sons and 14 grandkids, but I can't get anybody to come down and help an old man that's got a broken back and neck try to drill 22 fence post holes 3 foot in the ground. I have to do it myself. If I do it, then I can't walk for 3 to 5 days. I've got to get all these posts set. Got to get all the stringers put up. Put the fence pickets on. Home Depot delivered half the wrong stuff. Shorted me stuff. Yeah.
Just been a bad day.
Yeah. I didn't want to do this live. I just told her no. And she's like, no, you need to get on and talk to people because if you don't, it's just going to get worse.
Sounds about right with most of the generation today.
Yeah. It's sad.
It
man.
is sad.
The sad part is when she was going through her cancer, nobody went up to see her. Nobody went up to check on her. Nobody cared. I was the only one. Her niece came down, took care of the dogs. And I was the only one that went to the hospital, and they didn't even know she was going to live or die.
Yeah. Because everybody was too busy with their own lives.
Too busy with their own lives. Oh, our cars don't run, or oh.
I gotta work.
Well, wait a minute now. Your cars run well enough to get your butt to work, but you can't take, at the end of work, drive a half an hour to go see your mom, who might not live to see tomorrow. So I'm just over it all. Don't know what to do. I'm trying to do the best I can.
I'll be
You
out
know,
there helping you as best as I can.
and that's the problem. She comes out and tries to help me. Well, when you're running a 50 horsepower gas powered auger and you have to drill 3 foot in clay, mud, dirt, and gravel, and that thing beats you half to death. And I got like 17-inch biceps here, and that thing beats me to the point where I can't even walk, for 3 days after I do 20 holes. And
I try my hardest.
I know
I do.
she tries to get out there and help me, but you know how it is. Trying to fix a 100-year-old property.
It's not easy.
Yeah, and then being an empath on top of it, that doesn't help.
And SNS, that's how it seems to go. I mean,
yeah, it's sad. I'm 58 and my life's about over. I'm right. I'm at the table. I'm right with Jesus. I'm ready to go. I've lived my life. I've had my kids. I have my grandkids. I'm happy. But all the stress from having to try and restore a 100-year-old home is pretty hard.
that it is, and if we keep finding more and more stuff that has to be fixed, it's getting overwhelming.
But, compared to, I guess, what other people have, we have an acre of property. It's an old 100-year-old farm home, Sears and Roebuck home. It's got 2 other properties on the acre. So I've got an old garage, and then I got another garage that used to be a beauty shop. So it's a garage slash one side was finished on the inside, and it used to be a beauty shop in there. The beauty shop, the old garage, I've completely redone on the outside. Put new doors in it, a new man door, new double doors, and it's just going to be a workshop.
Yep.
The beauty shop, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the beauty shop yet because I got a really sick little brother. My little brother Joe's 4 years younger than me. At 11 years old, he had a brain tumor that was the size of a grapefruit, and it almost killed him. He was able to get up into Canada back in 1981, 82, when they first come out with lasers. And they did a laser surgery, and they cut 99% of the tumor out of his brain, and he survived. Well, it stunted his growth. He can't smell, can't taste, and he's not grown a lick since he was 11. So he's 54 and still looks like he's 11. But he became a barber. And after 30 years, 25 or 30 years of cutting hair, he quit doing that and went to work for John Deere. So he's at John Deere and he's a crane operator. And he's starting to get really sick again. And he's only been at John Deere about a year and a half.
About a year and a half.
Problem is, with him getting sick so much, John Deere's about ready to cut him loose and send him walking. And he's got car payments and, so being my little brother, I'll take him in because I love him with all my heart. He's my hero. I would give my life for his in a heartbeat. So if something happens, I'm going to take him in so that he can actually, even though he's lost his barber license, the town we live in doesn't have a barber. It's only about 2,500 people. But I think if he could get in down here, even without his barber license, I could take that beauty shop, refurbish it, and put a barber shop out there. And he could have enough customers here in this small town to make a pretty decent living.
Yeah.
But, when he was a small kid, it was just me and him before I had my other 3 brothers and sisters. It was just me and him. And the feeling of having just that little brother. I mean, the love between us. Yeah, now I still have other brothers and sisters. And my other brother I love just as much too. He's my hero too, Louis. He's one of the world's best photographers. And he's been lucky. He's traveled all over the United States doing pictures for famous people, wrestlers and sports, and I'm proud of him. He's my hero too. I look up to him. But my little brother that survived that brain tumor and that cancer, that boy's been sick his whole life.
Yeah.
He fought tooth and nail. I watched that boy lay inside the bottom of my Corvette, get out of the seat and lay in the floorboard crying, telling me he didn't want to do anything but die because the pain was so bad that he just didn't want to live no more. And I understood it. You know, as an older brother, all I could do was put my hand on him and cry with him. You know, it was like trying to pull his pain. Here, let me put my hand on you and take your pain away. But it didn't work. And he's dealt with that pain his whole life. He still has that pain. Because he has so much scar tissue in his brain that he gets these horrible migraines and he just cries and cries for days on end. And, you know, being the big brother, I wanted to tell him, don't take that job at John Deere because, you know, you got it made as a barber. You come and go when you want, cutting hair. And with John Deere being a big corporation, you know, you call in sick 2 or 3 times a week. He's like, oh no, it's all good, man. I want to make it. I'm like, all right. Well, he did. He made it through that first 90 days and got hired on full-time company. But after you run out of a certain amount of sick days and a certain amount of vacation, they start giving you them little strikes.
Yep.
And he's gotten so many strikes now. And he missed last week. I think he said his paycheck was only $200, but he's got to go see the John Deere doctor now to see if he even has a job. So I worry about him. I worry about that. I pray for him, you know, because he's one of them cats that no matter what, he would come out of his own pocket to help you. He would give you the shirt off his back. He's excellent with kids.
Hi, Wildlife Wanda.
Hi, Wildlife Wanda. Yeah, my little brother, he's really good with kids. He likes, you know, he takes, if you got kids, and like if you're at a family reunion, my brother's the one that takes all the kids and takes them fishing.
To the movies.
Yeah, he'll go grab all the kids, take them to all the movies, take them all to the drive-in.
It's nice to meet you too. Thank you for subscribing.
Yeah, thank you, Wildlife, for subscribing. Much love. Yeah, so my little brother's just one of them people that is kind of like an angel, you know, but he's you know, a little bit of a devil because as a barber, he tells the worst jokes in the world.
Yeah, that's one thing. If he comes down here and does that, he's got to watch.
Yeah,
watch that
so I
one
mean, he comes
because-
down here and becomes a barber. He's got to watch his sense of humor with barber jokes. You know, the blonde walks in a bar and da 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 da, whatever. He has the worst jokes in the world, and you just gotta laugh because his job was cutting hair and talking to people.
Oh, thank you, Wanda. Welcome. Wanda's joined our
Awesome.
supporter. Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, he comes down. We live in a church belt, so you know, our neighbors. We go to church with the Ford dealership. The only neighbors we have is a Ford dealership. Well, the people that own the Ford dealership are our friends, and we go to church with them. And her mom came down and spent the weekend last weekend.
Yeah, and I canceled my doctor's appointments.
Yeah.
Where my CT scan, I got a call on Monday and reschedule.
So,
all
yeah,
that.
she's got to go in for her cancer screening, and it was supposed to happen last weekend.
last Monday.
Yeah. But her mom came down. Her brother needed a break. So we took her mom and had her here for 3 or 4 days to give her brother and her sister-in-law a break. And Nitro, you know, she's up there in age. Her mind's kind of slipping here and there. But I spend most of my time outside. You know, when I get up, I have plans. I go outside and work. But it gave her some time, one-on-one time with her mom.
Yeah, she was diagnosed last year with Parkinson's disease.
Yeah.
So it's starting to really take a toll on her.
Yeah.
And down here, the bad part is, and I didn't really want to leave him alone with her, because if she were to fall, it's 20 minutes on the phone with EMT just to get somebody
Yeah,
here.
man, living in a small town where you don't have access to that stuff. When you call 911 here, they first ask what state you're from, and they ask what county and what city. Then they have to find somebody to dispatch you through. It's usually about 20 minutes before an actual ambulance gets started towards your house.
Yeah.
So,
And the
being way out in the country, I mean,
and the closest hospital was 25 minutes away, and they closed
Yeah.
down. So now it's either 45 minutes to an hour away.
yeah, so the day she had her doctor's appointments, I was kind of scared for her to leave her mom here with me.
S&S
So-
it is, and it's been rough on my brother because
Yeah.
she's had quite a few falls.
She falls a lot. I mean, literally had 10 head concussions.
She's had more than that,
Yeah.
but I mean, at least 5 to
Broke
6
her
of them
arm,
were
broke
pretty
her,
severe.
yeah, broken ribs, broken collarbone, concussions. So she's one of them people that, like we talked about, Hollywood should probably give her a special helmet.
Yeah, I mean, and the
Yeah.
doctors had talked about
Getting her
making
helmet,
having
but
a
she's
helmet,
one of them people that's like, oh no, I ain't wearing no helmet.
Oh, her roommate has Huntington's disease.
Yeah. So, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
So my mom's cousin was a Air Force pilot and Secret Service for President Reagan. And he was actually walking to Air Force One with Ronald Reagan, and he fell, and he went into a seizure. They thought he was drinking on the job, and he wound up with Huntington's disease. He wasn't drinking on the job, and when that happened, to see somebody that would wear a military, you know, he worked for the president, test pilot for the Navy, and then went Secret Service, and then see him a year later, and he's in a wheelchair, slobbering on himself, can't even talk, is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. You know, to look up, see somebody that important lose everything because of Huntington's disease.
Your mom's getting close to
So,
that.
yeah, I pray for you, and I pray for your roommate. We got a lot on our plate. We've got about 20 holes to drill. I got 125 bags of cement, 375 cedar dog ear fence pickets. I buy the cedar because it's hardwood. Yeah. So yeah, I bought the cedar wood because it's hardwood. I don't ever have, 50 years from now the fence will still be standing. You know, a lot of people give me crap because I dig these holes 3 foot 36 inches in the ground. I put 12 foot 4x4s. But when you're living in the Midwest, the frost line is about 32, 34 inches. If you don't put it below that frost line, eventually the frost will push that fence up, and then your fence panels will fall over. So I'm one to do everything the way it's supposed to be done. So I go 36 inches. It's 5 bags per hole. And that fence post ain't never coming out of the ground.
Once we get it finished, the puppies will be happy because their yard just grew.
Yeah, the puppies will have 3/4 of an acre to run in. Right now it's about a half an acre. I got everything fenced off. And, but I'm getting ready to fence off the other 1/4 acre. So they'll have whole 3/4 of an acre and it's all their yard. So the Rottweiler and the German Shepherd will love that.
Oh, yeah.
They'll just be running and playing.
Well, if you can get her to run and play.
Our German Shepherd's 8, so
she doesn't run and play very much.
her knees, she's got arthritis in her knees pretty bad, so she just kind of, every once in a while she'll get up, chase the ball around, but
then she lays down and she's done.
Yeah.
And we do have new mics coming. They should be here on Monday. The set we had, the receiver broke on it, so we're using a headset.
Mommy's been working on my famous Weather Rock sign.
Yep.
So, you know, the big boulder I got out front, I had an old 3-foot by 3-foot stop sign in the garage. So we sanded it down.
Painted it black.
Mommy shot 2 cans of Rust-Oleum on it. So she did 3 coats on one side and 3 coats on the other side. And it's black. So it's a, octagon, 3-foot by 3-foot black sign. But she's used a circuit maker and she's printed out Nitro's famous Weather Rock. And then she did what was off.
Here, hold this and I'll grab the. Because I can't remember.
Oh, she's leaving me alone with everybody.
Hopefully they can still hear you.
Yeah. Oh, there's the famous Rottweiler. Say hi, Bubba. Say hi, Bubby.
So, one of the sayings is if the rock is wet, it's raining. If the rock is dry, it's not raining. Rock warm, sunny. Rock white, snowing. Rock blurry, foggy. And if the rock's missing, it's a tornado. Which if a tornado can pick up that rock, yeah, there's an issue because it's a huge rock.
Yeah, just something funny we decided to do for the neighborhood. We got pretty cool neighbors. Having the Ford dealership's really the only neighbors we have, and they're pretty good people. It's kind of like Mayberry MFD down here. I like, come on, Mama, get back in. Of course, Mama made up some stickers too. Nitro says F around, find out stickers. But
and that one's in blue.
When you live in a small town, and like when my Ford truck breaks, and it always breaks because it's a Ford. All I got to do is call them. They come over, get the truck, and fix it, and then send me a bill.
Yeah. Kind of freaked us out the first time they did it.
They actually deliver my truck back to my house, and then call me and tell me, hey, your truck's back home, the keys in it.
Or we'll walk out there and be like, when did that get here?
Yeah. It's like, how much do I owe you? And they're like, well, you can just make payment arrangements or just come pay us whenever you got the money. I'm like, yeah, well, it's nice that we live in a small enough town that it's like that, but
A little windy out there.
yeah, it's getting
Okay. Something must have blew over outside. They heard it.
yeah. We got some pretty bad storms coming through tonight.
Then over the weekend while my mom was here, we had the two sonic booms.
Yeah,
The jets were flying over our house again, shook the whole house.
we have the military base is close to our house, so the jets like to fly a little bit lower than they're supposed to when they're doing their little war games. And sometimes they get that sonic boom.
Yeah.
And it's like somebody set off a stick of dynamite right next to your house.
Bad, bad. Shakes the whole house.
Shakes the whole house.
First time it ever happened to us, we thought somebody hit the house.
Yeah. So I kind of missed church on Sunday, which was the day of resurrection.
Hey.
But her mom was here. And she's at an age I don't know if I could trust taking her to church. She's one of them. One of them ones you don't know if you should. You know, some people, you if you got a friend that, you know, talks bad, you usually warn your other friends about them before they get there.
That's my mom.
That's her mom. So I was like, no, I think we'll just, you know, even though it's Resurrection Day, I kind of wanted to be there because they were doing breakfast and everything.
Thank you, Wildlife Wanda.
Thank you, Wildlife Wanda. Yeah, but yeah. So we just kind of hung out here, made it special for her and her mom. Nitro cooked them breakfast for dinner that night, and we just hung out and spent time with her because, you know, at that age you never know when they're gonna go. So it's the same with my mom. My mom's battling stage 4 cancer. Again, she's been fighting cancer, lung cancer, stage 4 for 4 years now. Going on 4 years. Oh yeah.
They ain't no fun.
Sonic booms, it kind of scare the. I was sitting on the toilet one day and I thought a truck ran into the house. I come running out of the house. I come running out of the bathroom with my pants down going, what happened? What happened?
And I went running towards the bathroom because I thought you fell.
So yeah, once we figured out, once I talked to somebody in town, they just kind of laughed at me.
Well,
I'm like, why are you laughing? They're like, well, that's the military base. Every once in a while, they like to fly a little lower than they should.
That they do.
Yeah. So.
But other than that, I mean.
We've been fighting, trying to get our channel to grow, and had it for a year now, and just, you know, we loyal followers to a lot of these other channels, and it's really, really hard to get followers with our channel, and it's hard to figure out what people really like to watch. I mean, I spent all winter building a chopper, a motorcycle, a lowrider. It's a Cholo Carlita, that's her name. It's a Harley Davidson lowrider custom Cholo chopper. It's done. She's absolutely beautiful. She runs awesome. She looks good. I just ain't had much time to get on her and take her for a spin because I've been doing all this, trying to get all this work done. It seems like I'm trying to get a whole summer's work done in one day.
Yeah.
There's so much to do, and you only have 6 or 7 months to get it done in.
The fence is going to be the biggest thing.
Yeah, once I get the fence done, that's going to be the biggest thing. Get her sign that she made special for me, get that post dug up so the sign can hang above the weather rock.
I think I'll have that hopefully maybe finished tomorrow, as long as my delivery makes it here.
Well, it's going to take me a few days to build the
I know.
post, and then I got to drill the hole.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have Brat look into that.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have a German Shepherd and a Rottweiler. They're our fur babies. And actually, the Rottweiler, he's pretty famous. He gets a lot of views on YouTube. More views than his daddy does.
Some days with him, it's even hit and miss. I mean,
Yeah.
just kind of like even with your Fright Nights, some days them are hit and miss.
Yeah.
So, and it's the same way with the Nitro and Brats.
So. Yeah, we do a lot with the Fright Night videos, a lot of Nitro and Brat's paranormal stuff. But Life's Resurrection Project.
It's our biggest one that we do the most with. Okay, okay.
I'm gonna end the stream if you can't get it quiet.
Hey! It's thundering.
But that's all right.
Enough.
It's kind of hard to do a live stream with two big dogs barking.
Enough. Lay down.
I'm gonna send everybody on the live stream after you.
It's been hit and miss with everyone lately.
Yeah,
That's what it seems like. And we've been watching our analytics. A lot of the people that are watching our videos aren't actually subscribed.
Yeah, and that's hard when, you know, I do these little Fright Night videos. And it's just little spooky shorts. And I share them. And I get 70 to 100,000 viewers on that stuff. But only 90% of them viewers aren't subscribers. So it's really hard to try to figure out how to get the people that actually like to watch your videos to subscribe. So, and I share when I do a video, I do like, subscribe, and share on the video, and it's on the video. But I don't know. We work at it. Keep working at it.
I get discouraged with the Nitro and Brat one.
Yeah.
I've been working with our Nitro and Brat's paranormal page or channel a little bit more. Trying to get it built up, and it's going just as slow as the Life's Resurrection project.
Yeah, it's hard, man. You know, being 58 out here doing this stuff with a broken neck and back, I'm still strong, you know. I do the best I can. I set goals for each day. And if I don't make it to them goals, then I get upset with myself. But even with that, you know, I try to get as much done as I can.
And you get a lot done. You get more done than you think you do.
Yeah. Well, if you watch from the beginning of our videos to what the place looks like now, it's changed night and day.
A lot. We've done a lot to this house.
Yeah, from the house getting painted to all the brand new wiring, the 220 to each building, all the wiring is underground. Getting ready to put in a brand new furnace and central air unit on this 100-year-old home. Then that's updated. You know, they wouldn't let us insure the house until we updated the wiring because the lady we bought the house from had it grandfathered in, and it was the old knob and tube. So we get all that pulled and then rewire everything, put in 220 amp boxes to all the buildings so that we have electric power to, you know, the old garage didn't even have power before.
No.
So I did spend the extra money and had everything buried underground so we didn't have any wires coming to the house, which was, I think, a pretty good idea. That way if a tree falls, I ain't got to worry about taking out a power line because it's underground.
And if anybody else's trees fall, we don't have to worry about them taking out our power line.
Yeah.
But we did manage to get the house insured this year just before tornado season.
Yeah.
Because it's been some crazy weather up through here. Like,
yeah, it's been, if you watch Ryan Hall, y'all, there's been some pretty crazy tornadoes hitting through the Midwest here in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and he was trying to figure out, I think you were watching him earlier, if he was going to have to go live tonight. Hey! It's just thunder!
Yeah, they're going to keep barking.
Yeah.
So. Let's thank everybody for getting on. The dogs are just going to keep barking because it's thunder and they're lightning out. So, thanks everybody for coming on, and we'll probably jump on again and do another live maybe tomorrow night.
Try to get.
Give an update. I know it's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow, so the nice weather's not back until Monday.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you too, Wildlife.
Nice to meet you too, Wildlife Wanda. I gotta run to Home Depot on Monday to get all the stuff they forgot to send on the shipment.
Thank
So,
you. And to you as well.
yeah, we'll pop back on tomorrow for a little bit and say hi to everybody. Thanks, SNS and Wanda, and sending love out and good vibes to everybody. Peace, everybody.
Have a good night. Bye. Mwah.